Hi guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna.
And I'm Corey.
And if you are seeing the title of this video, that means that we are headed on our Walt Disney World cruise today.
I am so excited.
It means that we are literally stepping on the boat as of today, and we got married yesterday. And oh my god. So, hi, if you're new, my name is Brianna, this is Corey, my fiance at this moment in time, physically, but the day you're watching this video, he will officially be my husband, and you'll officially have bling, which is so exciting. He'll officially have he'll have the hardware. So, what are we gonna talk about in today's video? Well, first of all, we've been keeping, I don't want to call it a secret, but we've just been keeping it a little bit personal to ourselves that we booked a Disney cruise for our mini moon, and we are so unbelievably excited, so I wanted to take you all along on kind of a trip announcement, why we decided a Disney cruise, you know, what we're doing on the Disney cruise, the itinerary. We're gonna open up our sea magic bands together, we're gonna book our activities together, and just anything that comes across in the next few months leading up to the cruise is gonna be in this video. We're gonna have a whole like Disney cruise series and like a packing with me and a Q&A, and we'll do some podcast stuff after the fact, but I thought it would be fun to just do a little video leading up to it, and it'll be fun to compile all the pieces together in the next few months as we get ready for it.
Absolutely.
So let's first start out with the date. So today is July 9th, and that's when we're starting to film this. Our cruise bookings for our excursions and dining and all that kind of stuff opens tonight at midnight. So we are staying awake until midnight tonight because I said to Corey, I'm not doing it alone. I said, you're doing it with me today. So we are so excited. This is our first ever Disney cruise. So first, let's start out with a little bit of logistics, which is one, Brianna and Corey, why didn't you tell us sooner? And I think we put so much of our like Disney life and my personal life and our personal life online along with the wedding that this just felt like something that was nice to keep between the two of us for a little while we were planning it versus getting questions on it. And it just felt like not our little secret, but it was like people ask us all the time if we're gonna do a Disney cruise, and I say yes, you know, hopefully in the future. But it just felt fun to keep something the two of us. I share a lot of my life online, you of course now share your life with me, so it just was nice to keep it a secret.
I mean, it was more of a secret for you since you get the majority of the interaction.
Yes.
So for me, it was quite simple to keep this a secret because I usually am horrible to tell secrets.
Horrible to tell secrets too, but it was just nice for something to keep to the two of us privately. You know, we're sharing a lot of the wedding stuff online. We share every single day that we ever have at Disney online. So it just felt like something nice to keep planning wise, the two of us. So that's why we decided to keep it a secret. Next is, why did we decide to do a Disney cruise for our mini moon? Especially people are like, Disney cruise is a honeymoon in and of itself. Like, why do you say that's a mini moon? That's like basically a honeymoon. And I think for Corey and I, it was really important that we always love to travel. We always want new experiences, and I remember going to Iceland in December. Do you remember the story that I told you? And this is the time where we were like, okay, what do we want to do for a honeymoon? What do we want to do for a mini moon? Like, we are very fortunate that we've been to Europe a lot because of what I do for work, so we've had the opportunity to travel a lot internationally together. And I remember talking to a husband and a wife before I was getting on my flight to Iceland, and they had said something, or I had asked them, oh, I see that you're, you know, married. Do you remember where you went on your honeymoon? My fiance and I are trying to pick something in the next, you know, 2 months, get it planned. And I remember them both looking at each other and they were like, was that Puerto Rico? No, maybe that was the Portugal trip. Or no, maybe it was this. And then I remember the husband looking at me and saying like,
that is such an us conversation.
Like we travel so often that we never picked a singular like honeymoon destination. And I know that we're very fortunate to be able to have a similar like realm of that. I don't want that to come across in like a negative way, but it is true. We travel a lot, we prioritize travel, we save all of our money to be able to do so. I remember coming home and saying to Corey, you know, I met this couple and they made such a good point where why does your honeymoon like have to be this one trip? Like, why can't it be two? And like, we're gonna travel for the rest of our lives anyway, so. And
it's actually kind of funny that you now say that because I actually saw a commercial yesterday, and it was just like, and it was called the annual honeymoon, and it was like a credit card points like commercial, and I was just like,
I love that.
I love that. And it was just a video, and it was just a commercial of like an older couple, and it was just like, why only have one honeymoon when you can do it every year?
Can do it every year. Yeah, and I think, you know,
I was like, that makes so much sense.
For a lot of people that we know that don't necessarily prioritize travel the way that we do, or want to go on like a 2-week honeymoon, that makes sense, right? Like the one and done honeymoon, very, you know, large, big. My best friend of 20 years, they did a 2-week trip to St. Lucia. That just wasn't for us, and we wanted to be able to do a few things and travel a ton. So that is why we picked a Disney cruise. So for our camera angle change, it is because the battery dies, because the battery only dies right when you're in like the middle of something really good. So battery changed, had to change it up, but we are so excited for the Disney cruise. I'm excited because it's something that we've always said we wanted to do, and I'm glad that we just kind of went for it and decided to do it. And so we're excited for a mini moon and then hopefully a tropical destination in February, March. So we're gonna be 2 honeymoon people. We're double honeymooners. We're like Disney honeymoon because we wanted to incorporate it in some way, and then something else. So let's talk a little bit about the Disney cruise details. So now we're gonna get into the itinerary, the cruise that we booked, dates that we booked, how many days, of course, away we are. So I'm in the Navigator app right now, which is Disney, and it says, let me get it to focus. So you can see we are 75 days away from our Disney cruise, and I am so excited. So the dates of our Disney cruise are September 23rd to the 27th. We are actually flying out on the Sunday. We get married on Saturday. We're flying out on Sunday. Our cruise starts on Monday, and we're Monday to Friday. Corey really wanted to prioritize a 4-night cruise, which I agree with. I really didn't want to go.
3 is way too short, and
yeah.
I don't want to be longer than that, if that makes sense.
Well, you couldn't on the Wish.
Oh, we couldn't. So never mind. So it was either 3 or 4
As you can
nights.
tell, I'm the one that does all the planning.
I
Corey
am
swipes the credit card.
show up.
Yeah, Corey shows up and swipes the card and pays for stuff, and I just do all the other stuff, which is a good trade-off. You know, I found my partner in life. So we are 75 days away from the cruise. We're so excited. And then after that, we'll be staying in Disney World for just a few days after to enjoy the parks, relax. I didn't really want to come right back right after the cruise. We wanted to stay, of course, because we have our annual pass. So we are doing the 4-night Halloween on the High Seas Bahamian cruise from Port Canaveral. So that was the other thing. We might get questions, you know, did you want to go out of Port Canaveral so you could stay in Disney? Yes.
Yes.
We decided to go out of Port Canaveral, one, because that's the only terminal that Port, thank you. The only port, I guess, yeah, Port Canaveral, wouldn't that be the thing? Great.
Nailed it.
So that's the only port that the Wish goes out of, and we really wanted to, especially for our honeymoon, mini moon, go out of the newest, like go on the newest ship, and you were excited about the Wish, so that's what we decided. So it is Halloween on the High Seas. Would I have rather done something non-themed? Probably.
I mean,
however, well, I think here's the thing, right? Halloween on the High Seas is not, the entire boat is decked out in Halloween,
yeah,
right?
No.
Even when you go to the parks during the holidays, yes, the parks are decorated, but you don't feel any different magic in that way.
Are they going to have some theming of Halloween?
Of course,
and then of course there's the Halloween party,
right?
Which is just an evening for however many hours.
I think
so it's not going to be just like, boom, Halloween in your face the whole time.
Correct. So then we have our itinerary. So we depart on Monday. Also, we are staying on the 7th or 8th floor, midship.
8th floor, because I looked at our room number and it began with an 8.
So we are staying, in like...
Oh, deck. It's actually deck.
I think so. Deck 8. In the middle of the ship. We won't share our room number, we'll share it in the vlogs, but we're staying in the middle of the boat. I didn't want to be too high, didn't want to be too low, and I will say that we do have a veranda. I'm so excited to have
that
a balcony.
Was a non-negotiable.
I don't think I could ever go on a cruise and not be able to like jump off my balcony if I needed.
Swan dive.
With a swan dive and like a buoy, not a buoy, a life vest, you know what I'm trying to say. So our day 1, which is September 23rd, we depart Port Canaveral. The ship leaves at 3 p.m. instead of 4 p.m. now. They moved it up an hour early. And then on the September 24th, we are in the Bahamas for the day. Now we are planning as of right now not to get off the boat. Corey's been to the Bahamas for a week with his family. I went to the Bahamas once with my dad on like kind of like a rinky cruise, not really, and I just like have no interest to get off the boat. Like there's nothing that I have interest. I'd rather enjoy the ship itself.
Where they get off is insanely commercialized, and I'm like, I've already seen it. I don't have an interest in seeing it again.
And it just feels to me personally like a waste of an excursion because we can spend all of our time on the ship that we're already paying for and enjoy the actual ship.
That was going to be my point, because even though it's a shorter cruise, like this allows us to explore and have a full day on the ship.
Yes. And then day 3 we are at Disney's Castaway Cay, so we are so excited to go to their private island, and we have our bookings tonight. We're trying to decide like what we want to do. Do we want to do a shore excursion? Do we not? Of course, by the time this video comes out, we'll have already booked our shore excursions, so you'll see what we're doing. But I think we're going to try to find a mix, like maybe a little something but not too much, because I just want to enjoy the island that we are getting to visit. So I'm very excited for that. And then our last day is our day at sea, which is day 4, which is going all the way back from their private island back up to Port Canaveral. And then of course we debark on Friday, and we stay in Disney from Friday to Monday. So we're in Disney for the rest of the remainder of the weekend, which it just feels fun to be able to have a little bit of an extra Disney time, because of course we love to go into the parks, we like to try different hotels, we like to stay at hotels we've already stayed at, so it just feels like a fun familiar thing that we get to do. And we're not including Disney in our wedding day whatsoever. Like that was just not something that I wanted, not something Corey wanted, wasn't important to us, but it feels exciting that we can incorporate it into a little bit of travel directly after, because I didn't want to go on our island honeymoon after like we've been on a New England summer. But going to Florida is totally different. Corey, have you ever been on a cruise before?
I have never been on a cruise before.
Yes. So Corey's never been on a cruise, so that was one of the other reasons why we decided to do a Disney cruise, because he's never been. I have been on 2 cruises. I give them in air quotes. My first ever cruise that I went on was a 3-night or 4-night cruise in Greece, like around the islands, but the boat was so small that it really didn't offer that standard kind of cruise.
You had to
ship
get
feel.
off to entertain yourself.
Yeah, you know, there wasn't really anything super great about the boat, to be quite honest. Of course, the islands of Greece are great, right? That's totally different, but it wasn't very cruisy, if you know what I mean. And then my dad and I went on a literal 2-night cruise to the Bahamas, and it was just really dingy, and it was just not for me, and I'll never do it again. And it also really wasn't like a real cruise ship. So I'm considering this my first real cruise as well, where I've been on like some kind of a cruise, not to like an extent of an actual cruise ship. So we are so excited to go on our Disney cruise, and that's a lot of the details that we have right now, but we have some magic mail to open. Ooh. And that is our Walt Disney World magic bands for the cruise. So,
hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. So I went to open it, and I wish that Disney said what it was right away, because
we had to open it to figure out
and
what
I had to open it, and the minute I saw like the blue, I was like, oh, I think that's like the magic band color. But I wish that it said from, you know, like Walt Disney World or from the Disney company or something. That way it would have, when I opened it, we could have opened it together, but I just ripped the box open because I was like, oh, it's just another box. But we have our Disney Cruise bands, which I'm excited. So on Disney Cruise Line bands here. So we have Brown and Corey. We ended up getting the exact same bands. So for these bands, something that I was excited about was I really wanted bands that were like Disney Cruise themed, and normally I just wear my puck on my magic band, and I think that you can use your older magic bands on the cruise ship. However, we booked the cruise just, of course, directly through Disney, and what I wanted to be able to do was everything is on here. Your stateroom key when they scan you in, and like everything would just be cruise line specific on here. Nothing that you have to set up, and that felt really fun to me. And of course, I assume that we're gonna love it. If we ever cruise in the future, we'll be able to have these, which I love. So we have this one, which is yours. It says your name on it, so you can put on. And then I have mine. Let me show you guys a little bit of the detail, which I love. You might be able to see it better on Corey's just because of his wrist. So they are Magic Band Pluses. I mean, they are really beautiful. So you have your Disney Cruise logo, which is really pretty here. And then this whole part of the band is like the little wishy, like Disney Cruise, Disney Cruise thing and anchors. And then up here, let me flip it. So up here is the Disney Cruise Line little words. Up here is the little Disney Cruise Line, and then it also has the boat itself, which is the Wish. You got bling right now, just Disney Cruise Line bling. And so I'm excited for these. I mean, we very well could have just used magic bands that we already had.
But that's no fun.
That is no fun, and I just wanted something a little bit more specific to the trip, and I think this is just a nice keepsake. Let's say we even never use them again. It was just really fun to be able to say that we used them on our first Disney cruise.
It's also just easier from an organization standpoint.
Oh,
just
God,
be like, this is the cruise one. So
yeah, and then we don't need to worry about it
We
again.
don't need to worry about it.
Yep, and there are Magic Band Pluses, which is great. I don't know if they...
Oh, is this your first Magic Band Plus?
It is, but now that I'm looking at it, do they... Oh, I was like, where's the charger? It is. It's down there. So, hold your bling. We've got Disney vans for the cruise, which I'm so excited for. So other than that, those are all of the fun little details that we have for the Disney cruise. So stay along for the next few months, weeks leading up to the Disney cruise. We'll be live with you tonight at 11:55 because we have bookings that open at midnight. And I told Corey that I am not messing around, and we are getting bookings, and he's staying awake with me.
You are about to see me asleep.
Yeah, so Corey's gonna be exhausted, but I told him, sucks to be you, buddy. I have to wake up every time we go to Disney at 6 a.m. to get our dining.
You know, that one doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But you do it when I'm at the gym.
Well, what do you mean? I'm always normally up and you.
No, but I'm technically up, but I'm at the gym when you.
Oh, well, sometimes, yeah, not every time. So with that, we will see you all tonight for our Disney cruise bookings. But we're so excited for the Disney cruise. Also, if I haven't mentioned, if you're new, subscribe. We do a lot of Disney vlogs, lifestyle stuff. We have so much fun. So get ready for all the Disney cruise and Disney vlogs coming up your way, because it will be so fun for us to be able to spend a little bit of Disney magic and our honeymoon-ish with you guys. So without further ado, we will see you tonight for our Disney cruise bookings. Okay, everyone, it is 11:59 and we are
way past my bedtime.
Way past Corey's bedtime. He's like exhausted. We are getting onto the Disney World, like Disney Cruise Line website because our booking opens directly at midnight. So I need to get logged in so that we can book. We don't know what we're gonna book yet. I think we want to book maybe a spa appointment,
maybe restaurant. A floaty.
maybe a floaty, something along those lines. Also, sorry for all the crazy change of lighting.
Hey, at least the computer, you don't have to type out your
your
login credentials like you had to do on your cell phone.
Literally, it's like a nightmare. Well, the camera battery's gonna die, so we will tell you what reservations we book after we book them. But it is midnight, so let's do it. Well, hello everyone. It is August 9th, and we got some fun mail that Corey just got from the mailbox. I was sitting at my desk, and Corey came walking into the office and was like, look what we got.
I did specifically.
Yeah, and I was like, he was like, look what we got in the mail. So we have some mail to open with you all. We just took it out of like the whatever little envelope that it came in.
Usually what mail comes in, envelopes.
Yeah, an envelope that mail comes in. But we got our Disney Cruise Line package details. So on the outside, if you can see it, it says your vacation details and luggage tags, Disney Cruise Line. So excited, because that means that we are really getting close to the wedding and really getting close to our first ever Disney cruise. So I'm gonna open it down here first just in case there's any like info. Oh my god, this is so cool. Look at all that info. I'm assuming these are our luggage tags.
Go on our bags for them to like ship to our room correctly.
Oh,
because that's our room number probably.
Yes, and then it just tells you like required documents that you need. Welcome aboard Tata's Party Vacation Overview. Soon to be Woodbine Party.
It's kind of
once
funny
I legally change my name.
No, it's kind of funny how it's just Tata, because usually it's Tata Woodbine Party.
Yeah, but now it's the Tata Party and the Tata Party only.
Apparently I'm taking your last name, love.
Yeah, I guess you are. So it's guest on reservation, me, Corey. It gives us like our cruise ship, exactly where we're staying, all just like your little insider details. And then on the side, it also just gives you like if there's travel delays, online check-in, arrival day tips, all that kind of stuff. So it says your luggage tags. Please place the enclosed luggage tags on your luggage just prior to arriving at the cruise terminal. So that's good to know. And I'm just getting so excited because it means that it's on its way. So that was actually nice that they sent that. I think I was anticipating luggage tags like when we get our Disney hotel ones, like the plastic ones, but these are even cooler because they're for our cruise. But
coolio.
We are about what, 46 days, 47-ish days away from the
whatever
cruise.
How many days our wedding is minus one.
No,
Two.
plus one.
Plus one, excuse me.
Yeah, because it's
one.
Imagine if we went on the cruise before our wedding, we'd miss our whole wedding.
We get married on the boat.
Yeah, we could get married on the boat. So we are getting so excited. I feel like this is gonna be a fun compilation vlog of us just leading up all the details. I'll probably film a whole separate pack and prep with me. Maybe I won't even, but anything that we get for the cruise and as time gets a little bit closer, we'll continue on this vlog. But this is so exciting, and yeah, we're really close to going on our cruise and getting married. Woo! Hello everyone, and happy September 9th. We are officially, as my cruise navigator app is telling me, 13 days away. I don't know if that's any like important information, but 13 days away from the cruise, which means we are 12 days from the wedding. Jump scare, we are so close. But I wanted to come on and do an Amazon haul because really, for the most part, we are good and ready for the cruise. But I placed a big-ish Amazon order of just like cruise essentials that I've seen on TikTok. We've been watching a ton of vlogs. RZ-Roll has really great vlogs. I can link their channel down below. But we've just been kind of doing a lot of shopping and things that we need for the cruise. We're very big Walt Disney World people, but we are not cruise people. We've really never been on a cruise. So I feel like there's a lot of things that we don't have, that we need, that we kind of wanted to invest in, but we are getting so excited. I'm elated. I cannot wait. So let's do an Amazon haul. First things first, I got Corey a pair of these leather reef flip-flops. Now, I've always been against a mandal, like a man sandal. However, Corey has the slip-on like gym slides, and I feel like in your married life, you probably have to finally upgrade to the mandal, right? Like it's probably a little bit better. So I was like, you know what? Let's get you some flip-flops for the cruise versus just the floppy Nike whatever kind of sandal. So he is upgraded to soon-to-be husband sandals. So I feel like that's, and then there'll be dad sandals at one point. So that was the first thing. Next, I won't take these out just because they're like packed really well. There are these little magnetic hooks that go onto the wall. So basically you screw in this little screw into the base of this and you just like stick them onto the wall of the cruise ships because they're made of magnet, titanium, whatever it is that has the magnetic force in it, because there's not a lot of storage. So the idea of being able to hang, you know, your lanyard, hats, beach bag, all that stuff is very good. Next, this is not like a cruise specific, but this is just, I guess kind of, because, I mean, we bring it to Walt Disney World too, but it's this little like poopery bathroom spray. We've got even tighter quarters on a cruise ship, and I want to make sure that Corey and I have a clean smelling bathroom. So got a nice little poopery as well to have. If I didn't mention, I can have everything linked down below. It'll also be linked on my Amazon storefront as well. The next thing is a like outlet not converter, but like a bigger outlet. So you are not allowed, or at least from what I've read, you cannot bring a really big surge protector onto a cruise ship. It needs to be cruise safe. So this is from the brand Cruise On, and it's a non-surge cruise compliant, basically like adapter. And so this one comes with 3 standard plugs, 2 USB-Cs, and 1 USB. And the good thing about this is we can plug it in. Obviously, I'm gonna be vlogging. We've got a lot of stuff going on and things to charge on the cruise. So I feel like this is really handy and will definitely come into good use in general. This next thing is not a goofy one, but Corey was like, why did you buy that? And I said, because I wanted it. And you guys, I got binoculars because I want to be able to see all the fish, and I want to see the dolphins, and I just want to be able to see things from my room, or when I'm laying on Castaway Key, or Cay, however you say it, I want to be able to see what I can see from far away. So I ended up getting some little binoculars, and I just thought it was cute and fun, and yeah, so I got a pair of binoculars for the cruise. Let's see if I use them. Next, these are probably the one thing that I would say like the most practical, that was a definite need. These are Disney Cruise Line fitted luggage tags. So Disney Cruise Line gives you those paper luggage tags, the same ones that you get when you print out when you're checking your bag at the airport. The difference being is that these are coded to get to your room. You drop them off and give them to Disney, and then you board the ship, and then they end up in your room, in front of your room. However, because of that, I didn't want anything to happen to the tag where the luggage got, you know, lost, or the tag ripped and they couldn't find where it needed to go, and then it just became a bigger problem. So I bought a pack of these on Amazon. They have these metal little wires, and then you can put it right here through the clear plastic. So this was a definite need, and something that you just don't want anything to happen to your luggage. So that is why I ended up investing in that. Next, I do have a lot of beach bags. However, when you're coming home and you're not traveling with a beach bag, they're really bulky and they're big. So I wanted to get one that had holes and was very mesh and kind of like sand resistant, like the sand would go through it. So I got this really nice, just little white and gray beach bag. It has all these compartments, which are nice for, you know, water bottles, mugs, so on. It has a little zipper pouch on the inside as well here. And again, I just wanted something that when we're transporting towels, cover-ups, you know, sunscreens, all that stuff, it doesn't bring sand on, right? When we go to Disney or other, like Disney World, we're not worried about sand, but on a cruise, when we're on, you know, Castaway Key in the private island, obviously it's a sandy beach. So I wanted to make sure that we had something that was sand resistant or wouldn't bring in as much sand. And then next is a 2-pack of these waterproof phone pouches. I've had these before. I don't exactly know where they are. I think I lost them, so I was like, you know what, I want to get a new pair and like a new set of them, because if we're want to go in the water with our phone, or if we want to take pictures by the pool, or we want to swim or do something with the phone, I'd rather not be able to not document it and be able to document it. So I thought these would be the perfect thing to be able to bring. And then last but not least is probably my favorite thing that we purchased. That was a non-need, but a 100% want, but a need at the same time. So it is goggles. I cannot wait to swim around in the ocean, like on Castaway Key, and see, oh, that hurt my nose, but see the fish and all the things with my goggles on. So I got pink for me, and then I got this one for Corey, which is the little teal. So I'm very excited. I feel like they're really cute, and I'm just excited to be able to have some goggles on the cruise. Like, these are kind of fun, no? Don't you think these are kind of cute? So very excited about the goggles, and that was the last thing that I had ordered from Amazon. And oh, that like really hurts your nose. You can kind of like see the outline too, but that was what I ordered from Amazon for the cruise. I feel like we're in a really good spot. Really, everything else is good to go. All of our things are booked. I don't know if I actually shared. This was like a really long time ago, so if you're still in this vlog, awesome, amazing, thanks. I don't know if I actually shared what excursions or like plans that we booked for the cruise when our like window opened, so I'll share that really quick. We ended up booking the rainforest length of the cruise pass, so basically when you can go on like the adult only kind of like spa area. So we booked that for the entire cruise. It was a pass. We booked a 50 minutes couple massage for one of our days. We did get float and tube rentals for Castaway Cay so that we could have little floaties, and then we also did book Ashante for dinner on our final night as just like a little celebratory dinner, which I'm very looking forward to. And we tried to get Palo Steakhouse or Palo Brunch. We couldn't, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, when we actually get on the boat that a lot of people will let their reservations go early because either they don't want them or they just like don't need them anymore. So those are a little bit of our cruise plans as well. I am getting so excited. Like I said, 13 days away. We are in the final stretch, which means that we're even closer to the wedding, which is so exciting. But there are going to be Disney cruise vlogs to come. We are going to vlog each individual day on the cruise because why not? You know, we love to take you guys along on our adventures. We love to look back on moments, and vlogging is just fun. It's fun to be able to like re-document everything that we're doing. The vlogs might be a little bit shorter than maybe some of our standard vlogs because of course we want to enjoy the moment on our mini moon and such, but we're very excited. So that is going to conclude our Disney cruise announcement video because everything that you guys need to know, you know. So that's gonna conclude it for this vlog. The next video that you'll see in the cruise series is a pack and prep with me. Now, I don't know in which order that the Disney cruise vlogs or the pack and prep are gonna come out because there are gonna be wedding vlogs and stuff that are gonna come out too. So I don't know exactly when this vlog is gonna come out, but you will see it and it's very exciting. So after this, you'll see either a few wedding things and then all the Disney cruise vlogs, or we'll be diving right into the Disney cruise vlogs. I haven't yet decided, but let me stop talking. However, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. If you're new, subscribe. I would love it if you would join our little fun corner of the internet around here. And yeah, I hope that you all have a wonderful day and get ready for the Disney cruise vlogs to come. So let me just end the vlog here. I love you guys so much and I will see you in the next one.